Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Chronicles, which is being produced by the Metrics Coin team. My name's Trent Richards, and I'll be your host. Joining me today is Leonardo from Fera. Welcome, Leo.
Welcome, welcome. Very happy to be here sharing my story.
Great to have you. For those that haven't seen any of the Blockchain Chronicles series yet, our aim is just to share some good quality content, and we talk anything blockchain and anything crypto. So today, Leo coming from Fera Network, so we'll hear a lot about Fera. But before we do, maybe you can tell our viewers just a little bit more about yourself and your background.
Yeah, sure. I'm quite young. I'm 25 years old, and I started to look into cryptos back in 2015. Funny thing, I joined the crypto world with a scam. And I was with a couple of friends, and everybody told me like, okay, let's get out from this world. It's a crazy world. And I said, why not? I mean, let's dig more into Bitcoin. It was $200 at that time. And unluckily, I wasn't like so ready to invest at that time yet. But yeah, this was my first approach to the crypto world, really strange. And I've been a trader mostly. I really love to trade because I think that it really reflects the human psychology and sentiment. It's not about numbers at all. It's not about analysis. It's just about philosophy maybe also. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And yes, I mean that's how I started. Then I started to invest and to build a portfolio, and that's what Farah is about, helping like other traders to build something for the future, preparing for the next bull run or for some other explosions of the world.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I've been a trader. I've been following the world very closely. And helping even some of my friends to reach some some goals. And I mean, as now I'm pretty proud of what I've done, since in my city, this is close to Florence in Italy, not many people are familiar to this world.
Yeah, sure. No, from what I understand, I mean, you've done a great job, and I've got a few more questions about those sort of things coming up for you. So, but from a trading perspective, I mean, what's your opinion on how market trends for microcaps differ from large cap coins?
Well, of course, it also depends on the background of those projects and the background of the team. I know many projects that nowadays considered as large cap. They have been built through the years. Thanks to big fundraisings, or thanks to like other projects that have been united into the years. I have many projects in mind, but I would say the most important thing about trends and big projects and large and small projects are just numbers. That's what I told you before. Actually, the market cap itself is not a number. It's not like something that you can rely on if you want to understand the project. Just now, there is this latest internet computer, something like this. It was like top 10 at a point, and people are telling me, "Wow, this is the next Bitcoin." So, no, guys, calm down. About market cap is very important to understand that if a team starts a new project, this is like starting from zero. On this kind of market, which is a very strong bull market, it doesn't stay low for much time. And my aim was before with Farah was to to find out which project could explode in the bull run, and that's what we did. But generally, as I told you before, psychology is the most important fact, and trends also are deciding the future of many future projects. So the quantity of money which is inside a project at a point, it only depends in which phase of the run we are. For me, it's just that. I saw many projects, good projects, they seemed dead like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and nowadays they're trending, I don't know, like top 100 into the world. So
yeah, for sure. So, well, with that in mind, I mean, a lot of the services these days are geared towards the top 100 cryptocurrencies, but that obviously leaves a lot of the smaller ones off to the side. So what are some of the things that crypto needs to help these microcaps be more successful?
Well, I think the most important thing is the product. Whether the product is useful, and yeah, useful in this certain period of time. For example, Uniswap, maybe like in 3 years from now, it will be completely useless. There will be like some other stuff. But at the time that Uniswap launched, it was, I don't remember how many, maybe 1 year ago or something like this.
Yeah, it would be.
It was a completely new thing, and it was needed for the crypto market because it let many new projects to start to enter the market without paying or without spending a lot of money, like much more money in listings. And yeah, so the success depends on the usability of the product. For example, new blockchains now are killing. Polygon and Solana as well. These are all blockchains that are trying to solve the problem. That is Ethereum network, which is pretty cloud and yeah, expensive. So yeah, product team has to be working with the community and listening to the community and focusing on problems that are happening at the time. And that's pretty much it. It's not just indeed, not even exchanges. So yeah, it's important, but as long as you have a nice liquidity, also on Uniswap, any debts, you're fine. You don't even need like bigger players. They will appear in time, I think.
Sure. Well, leading on from that, I mean, let's move into a bit more specific on your project. Let's talk a bit more about Fera and maybe what it is, what the benefit does, what it brings to the holders, and some use cases.
Yeah, sure. So we started Fera in 2019 because we wanted to help new projects take off, to have a nice white paper, to have a tokenomics set for the long term, for the long run, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And guess what? We found a bear market, and the big COVID crash happened, and so we started to change and to switch everything from companies to traders, and that's what we have done. So now the aim of Fera was to provide traders analysis and documents and information in order to make better investments. So we're trying to focus on tokenomics analysis and how the project is like, what are the fundamentals of the project, what is trying to solve, and where is it listed, how much liquidity there is in comparison to holders, how the tokens are distributed. And these factors can be like, they are not so important as the first sight, they're not so important, but for the long term, you will see that they are like the most important factors that are going to change the project for the long term.
Sure.
And yeah, what we have done is building a platform where users can check our ratings and our our numbers and our thoughts about the project and about microcaps, because yeah, those are the ones that are most likely to overperform in the long run. And what we want, of course, is traders to have fun and to gain money, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, this is not actually our main focus, because as you see, everything is just going up. So it's not really even a thing to say and to predict like which project is going to explode, because everything is going to explode maybe in a couple of months. So we shifted to a VC, to a DAO VC, government VC, trying to get pre-sale allocations to our holders, and to build a fund in order to resist the bear market. This is our main focus.
Okay, that's great. That's a bit of forward planning there.
Yeah, it's pretty important. And and holders, so we'll get the access to the platform, so they can say like ratings, they can check our analysis and our reviews that at the moment I told you they're like paused, but I guess during the bear market we will start like reviewing very hard, because that will be the time when traders will have to build their strong portfolio for the long term. And yeah, we have some other product. One is still in development. I don't know if we managed to launch. It's a Fera Academy. We're trying to educate like traders how to make like intelligent investments and not to rush, followed by sentiment and these mistakes. But yeah, we have a crypto deal app, OTC deal app, which will be probably public in the next 2 weeks or so. We are testing at the moment the app, and this will be very useful for larger trades, or maybe to trade tokens that they are not having like enough liquidity. And this will be completely free, of course. We are already managing to add custom tokens. There will be an escrow, so all this operation will be held in total security. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, you've got a lot going on. You've certainly got a lot going on there.
Well, fine.
Yeah, I love the idea of the research and development side and preparing for the bear market, because, like you say, I mean, everything's going up at the moment. It's just a matter of time, and you know, you might be able to time some coins over others, but to be here the long term, to be the trader, to be making the money long term, it's a lot more than just the bull market.
Yeah. So, yeah, even CG, Binance founder, tweeted last day, "I love bear market." I was okay, not yet, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, we've been so busy at Metrics over the bear market. All we've been doing is just building and building and building and building. And you know, it's funny to see a lot of the projects that weren't doing that are now just starting to come back, and they're so far behind the 8 ball. You know, so I think this game you can't stop. You just got to keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah, that's completely true. Yeah, because money flows fast, and so you got to surf the wave.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, talking about that, I mean, where do you see this bull market going? Is it you know, a short-term thing? Is it a long-term thing? And what about the bear market? Is it going to be a long crypto winter or more a traditional market? What are your thoughts?
I think that it depends on how this bull market will end, because it's not really clear. The pattern now it has been like really stable. We can say 4 years pattern. So 2013, 17, and 17, 21. It's pretty clear. So if it's not breaking this year, we should have another very strong push at the end of 2021. And I guess we have to expect a winter, very bad crypto winter, because I mean, after all, if you're thinking just Bitcoin, it was trading at $3,500 just 1 year ago, and so yeah, I mean, it's pretty correct in terms of TA. it's also expectable, but it's fine. I always say that. I mean, from 2015, I just noticed that when the bear market is trying to enter, you just have to leave the crypto world and stay away. Like for 6 months, you don't have to, not even open CoinMarketCap.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, this would be not easy at all. But
yeah,
but that's the strongest defense, and it's the best weapon of a trader.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Knowing how I mean, you can just stay out. You can focus yourself on staying out and just do nothing. Yeah.
Remove all the FOMO.
and avoid everything.
Yeah. So, well, with that being said, I mean, obviously the crypto market's very volatile, and with volatility comes a lot of challenges, both good and bad.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you've had, and let's talk pre and post Fera, and how these challenges helped you in your decision-making process?
So basically, the biggest challenge before we launched the token was the bear market, and like literally you couldn't launch any like good project. People wouldn't come Telegram. It would be like very complex to launch, successfully launch, and considering that we didn't raise any funds, it would have been like really, really difficult. So this helped us a lot. This helped us a lot because you know, with zero fundraising, it's not so easy to start a project and to survive, let's say, and to have the funds to continue the project. So this definitely helped us a lot, and hopefully we'll be able to give back traders what they have gave us, this opportunity in the long term. And yeah, but at the same time, I'm pretty worried because, as you know, many projects they have on Uniswap and all the other DEXs liquidity in Ethereum, you know. And so it's also depending on Ethereum performance. Wherever it will go very much down, it means that it's killing your project. So so yeah, lately I've noticed that many projects are thinking to change the liquidity and to switch to stable coins, which will probably be the best choice and the best action thing to do in case Ethereum gets any higher than that.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and yeah, this is just basically trading, but I know maybe I sound like a bit boring, but this is very important. This is very important because when traders see that your project has been abandoned or is suffering a loss for the crypto winter, they just tend to step back or just forget it. And so this is very important, in my opinion, to have like a stable money flow within the project.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I think I've asked you just about everything I can think of. What have I missed with Fera? What haven't I asked you about? I think you've explained everything really well.
Yeah, well, let's see. If you get into the Telegram chat, you will see that there's not so much activity. This happens because our supporters are actually stored in two different chats. So we have the Fera Beast holders of 1 million, more than 1 million Fera. There will be basically the members of the DAO. We will Fera will become a DAO in the next future. Probably we're shifting all the liquidity to holders, and we'll just execute what they think is the best. And yeah, so Beast and Lions are 200,000 tokens holders. So 200,000 tokens is the minimum in order to access the platform and to check our reviews. I know it's a lot of money at the moment, but this was meant in the long term, and I'm sure that in some months this amount will be kind of lower. So and so these are the most important groups. They are having at this time some allocations, some private sale deals, and we are discussing about new projects, about new opportunities, and it's a very healthy discussion, in my opinion. People are friendly, it's a good atmosphere, and I'm very happy about what those guys have achieved together.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
And yeah, and well, let me think, because there is something that you don't know for sure.
Oh, there's got to be.
Yeah, the VC, I already talked about it. The VC is on. It will be yeah, the main thing, the most important thing that we want to achieve with the VC is to build a stable background, money background for the bear market. And I think there's much more to discover if one gets involved into the ecosystem. We are having like many proposals and ideas every day. People are getting messaging to me and saying, look, we are having this project, would you help? Or we are trying to support Farah with this other project. So yeah, it's pretty much a big ecosystem where I cannot predict what's going to happen. It's just depending on trends.
Yeah.
On trends, yeah. And what we're expecting to have in the next months is strengthen our collaboration with DexTools. We would love to help all the small projects out there, and to have so in DexTools, the DexTools app, to be able to see reviews and ratings. So when you get when you are looking for the project in DexTools, you can see like not an indicator, but a general idea of what people are thinking about the project. Now it's just like and I don't like, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
It would be better to have like a bigger like more information from experts, and a careful really careful analysis of what the project is. It would be very helpful for new buyers, for investors, and for traders as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really exciting stuff. I mean, you've got a lot going on. So from the team at Metrics, I certainly wish you very well with everything. And I don't think people know how we even met, and it was through one of our Metroids that introduced us. So it just goes to show there is a lot of interrelationships between the different projects, and it's something I really enjoy, talking to other owners of different projects and seeing how they're going and what they're doing, and what the team's up to. It's always good and nice, refreshing chat. Yeah,
definitely. Yes, it's all about communication. I agree.
Yeah, no, fantastic. I mean, thanks very much for your time today. We'll wrap it up there. We don't like doing these interviews for too long, but I think you've really explained Farah well, and I think by the time this goes out to both our communities, it'll be quite educational. So thanks very much for your time.
Thanks to you. Thanks very much for your question and for your time.
Good on you, buddy. Cheers.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Blockchain Chronicles. If you like anything that you heard today, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want to contribute to the conversation that was had between the guests, leave a comment below, and we'd love to get your thoughts. Also, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time that we upload, which we are looking to do a couple times a week. So make sure you don't miss out. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the future. Bye.